Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to, first of all, say thank you to everyone who's biked or walked or given donations to the MS Society over the years. I have been a direct beneficiary of that. And a special thank you to Cheryl's team, the Anderson Windows team, who will be biking in the MS 150. Kind of a side little anecdote, long before I knew I had MS, was always a goal of mine to bike in one of these long bike rides. I love to bike. I've never actually been able to do that, but I find it kind of a comforting irony that through biking, money's being raised to help find medicine and even investigate a cure for MS. I have been quite lucky because I don't have it as debilitating as so many others. I was diagnosed in 2004. My symptoms started at the end of 2003, and I experienced all of the classic physical signs as well as the invisible signs. I had tingling in the legs, in my torso. It was very frightening. I didn't know what was going on. I never had any experience like this before, and what I found most amazing was that the doctor I was seeing at the time, who was an internal medicine practitioner, said, "I don't know what's going on, but we're going to get you tested and start ruling out the big things first." So the first thing she did was send me to get an MRI. And she did a brain scan, the thoracic neck scan, and the spinal scan, and right away those came back conclusive for MS. And I feel so lucky to have had that doctor right at that point, because that is not what happens to so many MS patients. They experience these symptoms and have these worries and concerns for years and even decades, and try different doctors who are trying to treat all the surface symptoms, and they never find out the root cause. So I believe her name was Dr. Chang. Thank you, Dr. Chang, for sending me to the MRI right away. So the diagnosis process continued into 2004 and was confirmed with the spinal tap. And then what that did was abruptly stopped my high school teaching career for a time. And it was very sad because that was something I loved doing. I had 2 children at the time in elementary school, and I was finally looking forward to going back to work, and we were going to be a 2-income family, and that was going to be some nice income for us, and suddenly I wasn't able to work at all anymore for a period. I went through trying several different drugs. The first one I tried was beta-seron, which I forget how many injections a week that was, but that one my liver didn't take well with. So then after the cleansing period, then Copaxone was the next drug we tried, and I was on Copaxone for quite a while, and that one worked really well, but my biggest symptom at that point was the invisible symptom of the fatigue, and that has continued to plague me to this day. But what I would like to emphasize is that in spite all of the difficulties, the drugs that my neurologist has been able to try to treat MS at its root, and the other practitioners that I have who have treated the overlying symptoms of depression and anxiety and fatigue, that it's the MS Society and the contributions due to the donations and the hard work that the fundraisers put in that have made that possible and have helped me with some of my successes which include a Master's of Arts in Education that I earned at Hamline University in 2013, and I have returned part-time to the classroom teaching high school students. So thank you for everything you do for all of us with MS, those with the visible and the invisible symptoms.
Thank you very much, Katherine, for sharing your story today, and we'll be thinking of you as we do our ride in June, and blessed be to you. Thank you. Bye.